Hey guys, welcome back to Modern Golf. I hope you're having a great day and better week. We just got back from Orlando at the 2025 PGA Show. We tried to cover everything we could. We have day one, day two, day three. So today we want to talk about the hottest items we saw at the PGA Show, the things that we think are really going to move the needle. And again, there were some brands that weren't there, TaylorMade, PXG, Lab. So there's a number of brands that we are going to exclude because they were not there. So this is not anything against those fine people, but they weren't there. So we can't really say your items are hot or not. So first category up. First category up is shoes. And I'm a shoe guy. A lot of people I know who watch us and subscribe to this channel are shoe guys and women. But there were three brands that we absolutely loved, in particular certain models. So we'll get into this very quickly. The first one up is True Linkswear. And I have heard of True Linkswear. I have only tested them very short term, a couple rounds here and there. Met with those guys, went through their booth. An incredible experience. I am super pumped to try out a lot of their new shoes that are coming out later this spring and summer. The whole line I love, but we'll say that for another day. But really, True Linkswear is one. The other one that I love, and you guys know, is what FootJoy is doing with their new Hyperflex. I got to try on, got to kind of test a little bit. Love this shoe. Two options, carbon, non-carbon. I'll put pictures up. Loved both of them, and again, super excited for what FootJoy is doing, especially with their Premier Series. And again, my favorite shoe from them last year was the Quantum, and the Quantum takes a nice, I won't say a quantum leap, but takes a nice move forward as well with some great new colorways. The last brand that I thought was really kind of stuck out to us is Painter. And Painter Golf we had reviewed a couple years ago. I wear them periodically. Their new lineup for 25 is stellar. Again, one of the best shoe brands I think in the market. If you haven't checked out Painter, check them out. We'll put a bunch of pictures up here of the different models or videos. But loved what Painter was doing. So those are for the course. The other brand that I checked out quickly and had a nice conversation with those people is Lusso or Lusso. I'm not 100% sure how they pronounce it. They're kind of, to me, like a cooler, hipper version of Crocs. I know that sounds awful. They probably don't want to hear that, but I'll put a quick video up again of them. But love what they're doing, both very elegant and then very casual. But again, so for shoes and both off the course and on the course, those are the ones we feel are the hottest. Next category up, very near and dear to my heart, are golf bags. A lot of incredible golf bags. And you guys know I work with a lot of these brands on review stuff, but there were a number of bags that I haven't seen. Really, most of them I haven't seen when I went to this show. We'll first start with my guys at Vessel. If you haven't checked out the video, I'll put snippets of it up now. Continue to evolve, continue to kind of change the game. They have this beautiful brown, and it's not the iron brew, it's a different color brown. These colorways, a light blue, a beautiful pink. We're going back to the color blocking in some of these stand bags, new materials. Loved what Vessel was doing. I really, like I said, I loved it. I tried to sit down with Ron Shaw, their president, just didn't have time, but we'll do it at a later time. But love what Vessel's doing. One of the other brands that we love and you know we've reviewed is Pins and Aces. And I had a great conversation with their CEO about kind of the evolution of their bags. And they actually have a new version they're working on. And I think he's constantly refining. And what I didn't know, and I'll let you guys know here, kind of an exclusive, if you didn't know, I didn't know, that when they do a colorway, it's limited. And so they only do so many, and then that's it. So like that lime green one we reviewed about a year ago to the date, maybe a little, well, close to this date, they'll never make that color again. So what I'm going to tell you, and this is not sales gimmicks here, if you find a colorway you like, don't sleep on it, because once they're gone, they're gone. They're doing this incredible red, white, and blue bag later in the year that I think is going to be killer. They're also going to keep that, I think, in the main fleet. So I think he mentioned there's going to be gray, white and black will be the ones that always stay. They are, for those people who always bug me, they are coming out with different colors of the cart bag as well. So stay tuned for that. Sun Mountain had some incredible golf bags. Again, I zipped through there. I really didn't get names of golf bags, but they have some very cool limited things coming out. I did talk to someone for about 10 seconds. So I'm super excited to see those. Sunday Golf, we're really excited about testing something new here shortly. And the one that kind of really surprised me of all the brands, of all the golf bag brands for sure, was Ghost. And Ghost is coming out with new colorways and kind of new materials. And we'll get into their clothing line as well at some point, but really shocked me getting into customization of their bags. So super excited to see what the guys at Ghost and the girls at Ghost have up their sleeve for 25. But those for bags are the ones that we thought were definitely the hottest. The next category is clothing, and I'm going to keep this very short and sweet. Streetwear, I would say, with an urban flair. We checked out Eastside, we checked out Melbourne. The one that struck out to us really the most was the clothing line from True Linkswear. It was kind of like modern streetwear and Lululemon kind of combined. If I could have purchased every piece there, I probably would have. I loved all their pieces. I've never used them, so we'll see how that goes. I also really liked what Ghost is doing with their clothing line coming out later this spring and summer. Very cool stuff. For the conservative side of things, there were a number of brands, but one that really stuck out for me that I haven't really, let's say, dealt with in a long time, and that was Ashworth. So if you didn't know, John Ashworth, who was with Linksole for years, has left Linksole and has now gone to Ashworth. And I was really surprised at how nice the quality was, the cuts, the look. But for more of a conservative look, they were definitely one that we really, really liked. Let's talk about golf clubs for a minute, because we do all like golf clubs. A lot of great stuff. Mizuno had some great new irons. What really caught our eye was Ping has a new bunker wedge, which I thought was very cool. I'll try to put pictures up. I don't even know if the pictures are out yet, but if you watch the video, we covered it very, very quickly. Love what they're doing. But I think the biggest shocker of all the irons and wedges equipment was the Cobra 3D irons that are coming out later this year. I think the technology behind them, the way they're built, it's not a typical build, the way things are built with 3D models, really blew us away. We did get to sit down with one of their team leads, and we'll do a full interview, and you guys will see that here in the next couple weeks of what Cobra has up their sleeve. But really, really was blown away what Cobra is doing. For putters, there were a number that we really were interested in. Bettinardi, as you guys know, that their Innovate system really kind of surprised us with the variety they have and colors and all that good stuff. The Ping PLD line, first time we really got a chance to get up and close with all their models and test them. I'm hoping we can do a full review on some of their models later this year, because the Ping PLD putters are gorgeous. They feel phenomenal. And you guys saw that. If you haven't seen, check out the video I'll try to put up here. The milling and the aesthetics are off the chart with those. Scotty and his new line we really liked. I was trying to roll a ball. I kind of got a little bit yelled at by the guys at Titleist. But I love the new line. The milling is very unique. I can't wait to get it out and really test it. So we really like what Scotty was doing. And Swag's putters. We tried to roll a couple with the Big Boss. Hopefully we'll get a full review of that coming as well. But we really liked what Swag was doing. For drivers, there was a number. The new Callaway Elite we got to check out. Also, we got to check out the new Ping series drivers. Really, really good, and we were really excited. And I wish demo day wasn't pouring rain, but we would have liked to have tested all the new Titleist drivers, the GT1, their new woods, their new hybrids. I know at some point this winter and spring we'll get our hands on those and test them, but they're aesthetically gorgeous. Like I said, just wish we could test it. So for drivers and woods, those are really the ones we liked. For golf balls, the new Pro V1, we're really excited about, got to talk to them about, and you guys saw we put that chart up. A lot of people don't know what ball does what. We're super excited about kind of what the new Pro V1 and Pro V1X and the left dash do, and we'll certainly test those this year. Bridgestone with their new lineup tool, and we did a full review and interview with them, and you'll see that in a couple weeks, as well as how exciting and important this new technology is with their golf balls. We were really excited about it. It made a lot of sense. And the other one we really like was the new Vice lineup. I think they call it their Galaxy. Very cool. It's a bluish purple. No two balls ever look exactly alike. Very cool golf ball. Very cool technology. We are very excited to see what Vice is doing in the golf market as well. So for tech, there were two things we were really kind of shocked at, and we tested and looked at a lot of different handheld units, and what have you. But there was two things that we thought were very cool. The people at FlightScope came out with this new, and we'll get a full review. And again, you'll see this full interview down the road as well. A handheld rangefinder that literally can take in your average of shots, the weather conditions, and suggest certain clubs for you, which is really an incredible thing. The other one we thought was really cool, and I don't know if it's pronounced Eniker, Oniker. I've heard two different people call it two different things. Their new swing analyzer that literally will tell you everything wrong with your swing. I did not partake. I did not want to be, I would say, embarrassed, but know the 74 faults I have with my swing. But the tech, and there's a ton of tech coming with our reviews. But again, those are things that we also thought were affordable, but certainly are going to be hot in this market for 2025. So as a very quick wrap up, those are things we thought were the hottest this year for the PGA show. Yes, there's a ton. We probably covered 5% of the show. We spent 3 days there, technically 4, and you still have a very difficult time covering it. I think when we looked, I walked between 15 and 17 miles a day back and forth. It is that big. It is that far of a walk. But again, before I want to get out of here, I want to give a big shout out to all the people I got to meet, people who recognize me, people we got to talk to, new friends, old friends, people who do what I do, who you thought we would be, I won't say enemies, had great conversations with. Really enjoyable. If you ever get your chance to go to a PGA show in Orlando, take that opportunity. It is like nothing you have ever seen. I've been down a number of times. I've been lucky, but it is really quite an experience, and it'll wear you out. But anyway, so to kind of wrap up, you haven't checked out part 1, 2, or 3 for the PGA show. This is kind of the wrap up of what we thought was the hottest and coolest. And that doesn't mean there are other products aren't coming out. Again, a lot of brands weren't there. G4, Peter Millar, PXG, TaylorMade, Lab. A lot of guys weren't there. So we'll see some other stuff kind of trickling in here in the spring. But again, just our hottest list for 2025. So anyway, guys, hope you had a phenomenal week. Enjoyed those other videos. We appreciate the support. If you have any questions on anything that you saw in those videos or the list we went over today, certainly let us know, and we will catch up with you next time. Thanks, guys.